Electric vehicles are the future, and we've seen automakers add more EVs to their lineups year after year. Everyone from well-established incumbent manufacturers to emerging brands such as Byron, Lordstown, Rivian, and Lucid is working on electrification of their respective industries. Each of these firms is fairly valued, and their expected future financials provide a very positive image of them. In today's video, we'll talk about what the future holds for Lucid and how near their expected unit sales are to being true. Stay tuned. Welcome back to New Vehicle Media, your go-to channel for EV stock. A quick reminder that subscribing's free and liking the video helps YouTube suggest similar ones. Comments are loved and featured in upcoming videos. When it comes to identifying the next Tesla, investors are almost obsessed with the prospect of doing so. The electric vehicle behemoth has generated a 1,491% return over the last 5 years. That kind of growth is really difficult to come by. However, there are certain candidates who are quietly emerging. Lucid aims to deploy its first vehicle, the Lucid Air, in 2021, according to the company. When it comes to range, it'll outperform the Tesla Model S by a long shot. According to Lucid's investor presentation, the company's Lucid will have a range of more than 4.5 miles per kilowatt-hour, whereas Tesla's Model S has a range of more than 4 miles per kilowatt-hour. Some of us believe the Air sedan price is too high. To a significant extent, electric vehicles continue to be considered a luxury. Yes, EVs have made significant progress during the last 10 years. However, for the ordinary American, purchasing an electric vehicle is a prohibitively expensive task. Consequently, there's no reason to be concerned about the pricing of these vehicles at this time. This is a high-end luxury category that will continue to be so for the foreseeable future, according to industry analysts. Lucid projection based on historic events. Previously in one of our videos, we addressed the number of units Lucid intended to sell in the upcoming years. Between 2022 and 2026, Lucid anticipates an increase in production volume of 88% on an annualized basis. According to the company, it expects to produce fewer than 1,000 units in 2021, 20,000 units in 2022, 49,000 units in 2023, and 251,000 units in 2026. Revenues are expected to climb from $97 million in 2021 to about $23.8 billion in 2026. Lucid is expected to generate a positive EBIT in the year 2025. In order to determine how reliable Lucid stats can be, we compared these projections with historic sales of established electric vehicle manufacturers. This should provide us with a pretty good indication of what's to come. When compared to Tesla's first-year prediction, Lucid's first-year prediction of selling under 1,000 cars is relatively achievable. Tesla initially estimated that it would sell 5,000 vehicles in 2012, however, this was revised later. Tesla stated in September that it anticipated to deliver 2,700 to 3,225 vehicles by the end of the year. They ended up selling 3,100 vehicles that year, with the vast bulk of these vehicles being sold in the last quarter, and to be more precise, around 2,400 electric sedans were sold in the final quarter. While NIO delivered their first vehicle in 2018, they sold a total of 11,348 automobiles in the same year. We notice a significant increase in numbers between Lucid, Tesla, and NIO. As a result of operating in one of the world's largest EV marketplaces, NIO was able to accomplish a higher target. Additionally, Tesla was the dominant force in the industry, paving the way for the EV manufacturing industry and growing the demand for EVs in the market. NIO's first electric car sales were a major success, which explains why the company had such a great start. As a result of these figures, the Lucid assumption of attaining 1,000 deliveries in its first year appears to be more than reasonable. Similarly, Tesla broke the 20,000 unit barrier in its second year of business, delivering around 22,400 vehicles. NIO, on the other hand, also crossed the 20,000 unit barrier in its second year of operation, delivering 20,565 vehicles. The fact that these two companies have delivered 20,000 units in their second year shows that the Lucid prediction of delivering 20,000 units in its second year was quite a logical one and is not a biased calculation at all. In 2020, NIO's third year of business, around 43,728 vehicles were delivered, while Tesla's third-year deliveries accounted for more than 31,000 in 2014. Lucid intends to match these two automakers in the competition. The fourth-year tale is no different, and Lucid's prediction is still on track, as both NIO and Tesla sales had surpassed the 50,000 unit mark. NIO delivered approximately 131,408 vehicles in its fourth year as of August 2021, and Tesla delivered 50,580 vehicles in its fourth year of operations in 2015, which was a modest number to begin with, given the lack of significant increase in demand. However, the result was still outstanding because it represented more than 53% increase in deliveries over the previous year. Initially, Lucid's prediction to sell 250,000 units in its fourth year of operation appears to be a lofty goal. But when you consider the carbon pollution regulations in place and the market moving towards electric vehicles, this goal appears to be achievable. And there's little doubt because Lucid has the managerial expertise to get there as well. Risk to reward. Lucid Group is unquestionably exposed to a wide range of hazards. The list of issues ranges from production delays to technical challenges with the product after it's been released. This year's Lucid Air launch has already been postponed from the spring to the second part of the year, primarily as a result of the pandemic. Semiconductor shortages could have a negative impact on the company's manufacturing plans in the future. While certain delays and operational snags are to be expected, they should not have a substantial impact on Lucid's long-term thesis. However, significant delays and missed production objectives could have a negative influence on Lucid's future profitability. On the plus side, Lucid Group's seasoned management team, intriguing product portfolio, and the rising market for electric vehicles all speak well for the company's future. Despite the fact that management appears to be confident, its systematic and well-thought-out strategy creates the impression that it is in it for the long haul. Although the stock market capitalization makes it appear pricey, if the company achieves even a fraction of its aim of $22.7 billion in sales by 2026, it may not be so. In other words, if you're ready to accept the risks connected with Lucid stock and are wanting to make a long-term investment in the company, now might be a particularly opportune moment to consider taking a long position. Risk-averse investors, on the other hand, should explore elsewhere for investment prospects. What are your thoughts? Do you believe Lucid will get a taste of the $22.7 billion in sales? What about the stock itself? Is Lucid a good long-term investment? Let us know in the comments section. Rio compares LCID with Apple and says that Lucid is what Apple was in 2007. He argues that EV sales only account for 2% of sales and will grow once the automotive business has moved completely to electric vehicles by 2035. That should wrap things up for today. Keep in mind that subscribing is still free, and liking helps YouTube recognize your preferences. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.